ReefDudes is sponsored by Brightwell Aquatics and Bulk Reef Supply.
Today we're checking out Mike's Redsea Peninsula 500. Hey Mike, so how long's the tank been running?
So it'll be, you were kind of helping me out at the beginning. You were one of the first dudes I was at ReefDudes.
Yeah.
I was working with. So I got it from AJ up in Vernon there. So it'll be 3 years in March.
Nice,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a while since I've seen it and things are looking pretty good inside.
Yeah, a few things from you.
Excellent, good to see the corals thriving and happy.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do we got going on here? On top of the tank, looks like we've got
so I got two
radions.
radions, yeah. So the XR15s, Gen 4s, great lights, love them. I tried the diffusers on there for a while, didn't like them at all.
Didn't like them at all?
No, I like the shimmer effect, so I forget who I sold them to, but one of the local guys.
Nice.
Yeah, and a couple of MP40s on there, one cheaper flue ball in the back, just for a little extra.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, Vertec 180 Skimmer.
Let's take a look actually in the stand.
Yeah, so the 180 Skimmer there, just a cheap grow light from Rona, which does the job.
Perfect.
Coral box doser on the other side there, a nice Cheeto in there, and a little bit of hair algae, which is just like a
turf scrubber,
turf scrubber, right? There's no hair algae anywhere else but down there.
Excellent.
Then I make my own calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, so I just got homemade recipes that are, cost effective.
Yep.
And Coral box doser, which is, it's a good price, and it's pretty solid for the price.
No issues, been working well?
Huh?
No issues, been working well?
No, sometimes, I do adjust the dose, the calibration, which you should check anyway.
Yep.
And then my mess of cords, I don't have the fancy one like some of the guys.
Perfect, hey, does the job.
Exactly, yeah.
So we were kind of talking earlier, no controllers, just keep it super simple.
No controllers, keep it simple. I don't go for no pox or any of those type of things, right? I just do, just try to keep it as simple as possible. My water changes religiously every weekend. 20 gallons on the 132 gallon system. And, check my main parameters, test every weekend. And it's worked good. I've had no problems with hair algae. A couple of cyano outbreaks, but I never know what causes those. But ChemiClean works great. What I did notice with ChemiClean, after I used it for the second time, I've used it probably 3 times in 3 years, because I seem to get an outbreak every once in a while. And the third time, I didn't take it out for a week.
Okay.
Because I noticed the second time, it didn't clear it up as good. So this time I left it in for the whole week and did my water change. So that was kind of an interesting...
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I found, because I think the instructions say 48 hours.
Yeah.
I've always left at least 72, and I found it worked better to give it a little
I
more
went
time.
the whole week.
Nice.
Yeah, and lots of aeration in the sump there, because you need to make sure you do that, because I think it drains some of the oxygen when you use that ChemiClean. But I mean, it works great.
Nope.
But other than that, everything's growing like crazy. I keep the alkalinity on the high side towards 10.
Okay. What do you keep the rest of your parameters at?
So pH just over 8.1 kind of thing. Calcium around 470, magnesium 1350 kind of thing.
Nice.
And temp just below 80.
Nope, excellent.
And the forest fire digi's been growing like a centimeter every couple of weeks. It's
Tons.
unreal.
Yeah, you were just saying you did a bunch of fragging too, just kind of open things back up a bit.
Yeah, for sure. So it does get a little tight. So I just keep selling little pieces here and there just to make room for the more stuff you want to buy.
Yeah.
I keep telling my wife that the tank's almost full.
Yeah. Well, if the tank can support itself for new stuff, it's always a good thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I always tell her I'm making money.
Exactly. As long as my tank can pay for itself, I'm happy.
Yeah.
It earns its keep.
Yeah, no, exactly. The breeding pair of clowns there.
Have you had babies in here?
Yep, I haven't had babies, but eggs. I've never seen the actual baby, so it's kind of disappointing, but...
I think you'd kind of have to pull the eggs and feed them rotifers and all that to actually get the babies.
I could pull that whole rock out, because that's just an island of anemones there, even though I did have a couple that floated over to the back there.
It's cool that they actually host your bubble tip.
Yeah.
Mine never have.
Never have?
Never.
Well, the black one, he's hosting
the torch.
In the torch, which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
They kind of, not fight, but they posture with each other constantly.
Nice.
Which is kind of neat. And the clam is new there, like I said.
Yep.
couple of rock flower anemones from Devon there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the third one I bought off you just floated away, never to be found again.
Oh no, that sucks.
But those two are still there, hanging in there good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Got a little serpent star down there.
Yeah, yep.
Nice. Does he come out very often or does he hide most of the time?
I can always see him. His legs are always out there, kind of tasting the water. But when I feed, he comes out.
Yep.
And I got a couple of harlequins in there that are I usually see him in the evening when the light goes to blue, and I see him in the morning. So I had Asterina stars all over the place, and they're almost gone now.
Have they touched the serpent star at all?
No, never, no, not at all.
Wasn't sure if they'd.
Yeah, so then I'll eventually have to get a couple of starfish, just throw them in the stump or in the sump, and throw some in once in a while because the harlequins are so cool looking.
Yeah, that guy's gonna need a trim soon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
just about kissing the propellers.
Trim himself there.
Yeah, you're just gonna have little babies all over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no, everything's doing good, and like the Monties are growing to the wall there.
Yeah, it's starting to grow up the wall. You got the Monty Tower, Monties on Monties. 4
different kinds: red, green, mystic, and purple in the back there.
Nice. I was actually one girl's tank I filmed a while back. She would use the Monties to plant more corals on, just more shelf space.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. That's kind of what I did with the green one. I just kind of glued it on top there.
Perfect.
The mystic kind of takes over a little bit.
It's a quick grower. Right?
Yeah, it's starting to overtake. I'm a little worried about it, but
your whole red Monty might be mystic in a while.
I know. I might just chop it off. Who knows? Like I said, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yep. No issues with the Coral Beauty and the Flame Angel?
Nope, not yet.
Nope.
Well, I just got the flame, so I did notice some nipping on the clam, so I'm trying to watch, but I mean, I haven't seen anybody nipping at it yet, but so far so good, because I know, like Savvy was talking, he had a flame and he had to get rid of it, but...
Yeah, they're very hit or miss. It's Russian roulette if you get a good one or a troublemaker.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
The big blue Tang, he looks a little rough. I think the tank's a little small for him. I think he just gets beat up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm debating whether to kind of...
Think it's from other fish or from...
I'm not sure. Yeah, because I mean, we talk about that HLL or whatever, that lateral line disease, but none of the other tanks have any issues, so I'm not sure. But I think blues are prone to...
Actually, that's the most common fish I've probably seen where they've had it.
Yeah.
Little tattery looking like that. Do you run much carbon or any stuff like that?
I do run carbon. I usually run 4 little bags of Chemi-Clean or Chemi-Pure, either blue or Elite.
Yep.
And it's due to be changed, but I do run carbon in there, yeah. So I always put the floss over top of the socks just because it makes it so you don't have to change it as often. They don't clog up as fast. And, some people complain about the bubble sponge, the bubble trap sponge in the back, but I think it's good. It keeps the noise down, right?
Yep.
I'm looking to replace it because I can't find one right now, but...
I'm all about make the tank quiet as possible, so it's a good solution.
Yeah.
Let's go check out the other side of it.
Yeah. So the stuff that I don't look at so much, I put to this side.
Yeah. Oh, you got a bunch more bubble tips back here too.
That's what I said. I got 3 more back there.
They're hiding back here.
Yeah.
That's a solid aptasia you got there. I think it's almost
that's a big
its own anemone.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're okay. I mean, I don't mind them too much.
Yeah, as long as you're not stinging any corals.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem fine. I think these ones might be bugging the forest fire a little bit. Because I noticed it's kind of going a little lighter on that one side, so I got to keep an eye on it. But there is stuff I think you can syringe them with, right?
Yeah, kelp paste. I actually did to my tank last night.
Oh, really?
I had a bunch of little random ones that are starting to tickle some of my corals, so I went and kelp pasted a bunch.
So I'm thinking maybe I might try a filefish or something too, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, they're hit and miss.
Yeah, filefish is probably your best bet. The aptasia-eating ones.
Yeah.
Like we were talking earlier, copper bands are kind of hit or miss.
Yeah. Yeah, and copper bands are just too hard to keep it.
Yeah,
a couple growing up here even.
Yeah. So how much of a bugger is it to clean the backside of the tank?
As you can see,
you got the maintenance ladder.
So when I'm on that ladder, I'm paying a lot of attention because I look down the stairs.
Yes.
So I do it from here to here, right? And then I get up on the thing there, and my wife gets a little nervous when she doesn't want to come home and see me at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, I have a railing on mine. I kind of spread eagle across it and clean mine.
I mean, eventually, if I ever move to a different house, it would be nice to utilize the peninsula as it should be, because it is a nice feature. Be able to view from 3 sides. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty good. It fits like perfectly in your little nook here.
Yeah, it does.
It's always cool to see it from both sides.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Any other plans or changes, or just let the tank
just let it grow,
mature over time?
Yeah, I mean, I do like the acros, so that's kind of what I've went towards. I got the Zoa Island and I got the Anemone Island there, but of course they did spread. But you know, you learn as you go along. You learn that some are a little bit evasive, and you end up, you know, taking the rock out and trying to kill them. I did that with Pavona, the green Pavona.
Oh yeah.
It was just like taking over. So
And it's mean if it touches things. You got to keep that.
Yeah. So I ended up just taking the rock out and just killing it, just bleaching the whole rock. And I'm kind of worried about that Mystic Monty right now, but.
Yeah, well, if it stays on the top on its own little island, you're probably okay, but it definitely will overgrow stuff like...
Yeah, for sure, and you can see how fast it's taken over the Confusa there.
Yep, I'm going to bet it's going to cover your whole plate probably in 4 or 5 months.
I know.
It'll be all Mystic.
Yeah, I think I have to do something about that first. But, you know, you kind of learn as you go along, right? This little Cephastria, this, I don't know if it's the Berserko, I think it's too high a water flow there because polyps aren't really coming out. I know they like lower flow and lower water. I mean lower light.
There's still polyps out, so it still looks happy.
Yeah, and it's spreading good.
Yeah, it's either Berserk or Bizarro. They both look super similar.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Never remember which one's which unless you see them side by side. But
yeah, for sure. I got that kind of the Favia looking one there from Adam the other day.
Dragon Soul, I think it's called. Yeah, where is it? Nice.
Yeah, I like the Setosa. That's a nice one. The Monty Setosa, nice bright orange color. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's all about getting different colors, right?
Yep. Those little kind of tailoring acros are doing really well. Those are branching out
they are. The Aussie acro there, and I bought that one as a major laser. It's called, but I've seen it as different ones. Kind of that teal with the brown. Brown polyps.
Nice.
And that one I got from you, the blue staghorn, it's just
That's taken off.
Bushy there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that one's doing really well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's looking awesome.
Yeah.
It's a nice millie in the middle too.
Which one? Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice one. So that's a pink millie, and that's another millie down there. So that was the wild millie. It's kind of a pinky green, but this one here is beautiful. It's really shaggy, nice and hairy. Got the green polyps, and then the the nice pink.
Yep.
It's grown well too.
That looks great. I'm a sucker for the millies. I love the big shaggy polyps.
Yeah, I know they do. They get really shaggy and they look good.
It's kind of like a flowiness in amongst the hard coral.
Yeah, no, for sure. It looks cool. Yeah, no, I'm happy with the way it's going.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed. You've stuck to your 4-bucket, 20-gallon weekly water changes for a couple of years now.
Yeah, no, 3 years religiously, unless I get you or Savvy to do it when I'm on holiday.
Nice.
Yeah, so no, it's good. It's good the way we help each other out that way.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's good. The consistency pays off. And
it does, totally. Like I said, I didn't want to be worrying about no pox or all those other things. I do, when I feed the Reef Energy AB Plus. I do that every 2 days. I feed every 2 days. I don't feed every day right now, except for the automatic feeder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just kind of watch where the parameters are with regard to how much I feed.
Yep.
And Reefroids every couple days, but no other extra elements or no algae killing stuff. Because I read a lot of nightmares about that no pox. Oh, all of a sudden I had an algae bloom from the no pox. Right?
Yeah, and if you overdose it, it's trouble too.
Yeah.
So you gotta be cautious.
My philosophy is I don't want to do any of that. I just want to keep it simple. I've got my whole system down to 2 hours on a weekend to do all that, right? The water change, all the testing. And, if you can't commit 2 hours on a weekend, then you shouldn't have a reef tank.
Yeah, it's true. No.
And then your glass cleaning, but that's nothing.
That's a couple minutes. It's no big deal.
And occasionally you got to take your skimmer apart and stuff like that, but, that's not that often, right?
Yep. So keep it simple, no fancy controllers.
Yep, KISS, keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's my philosophy for sure.
Well, it's paying off. Things are looking good.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Evan.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the tour.
You betcha.